Welcome back everybody. Today we have this large freeform rub bought straight from an opal miner. I know I usually like to keep opals as big as possible, but this freeform isn't too much of a pleasing shape, so I think it deserves a reshape. First of all, we need to weigh it to see what we're working with, and it's a decent chunk, weighing in at 16.5 carats, so there's plenty of material to work with. I know some people are against it, but perfect ovals are pleasing to the eye, first and foremost, but also better to sell. So I need to use a template to see which oval it fits into, and it fits nice and snug into this one. So I'm grabbing a pen, and I'm obviously just going to mark up a quick template. You can see it's got a nice electric blue-green play of colour, so it's time to go to the wheels and start taking off that excess material. Now if anyone is doing this at home and you're cutting to a templated size, just make sure you've got an even amount of material outside the template, because when you work through the wheels, obviously you're going to take some material away, going through the different grits, so just make sure that you've got enough material to work with, so by the time you get to the template, it's perfect. Just going to even up the back a little bit. You need to make sure that a gemstone sits flat, so when a jeweler is setting it, it's not going to be all wonky. So I'm just cleaning up around the edges and flattening the back a little bit. And it's important to do it with the dome as well. The dome is a little bit uneven at the moment, so just rolling the setting edge now gives me a nice baseline to work with. It's time to dop up the opal, and we all know what that means, putting it onto a dop stick with some wax. Heating up both the stone and the wax so it sticks nice and firm. It's important as well for anyone that's dopping their opals, make sure the dome is even and flat when looking across the stone. That way when you're doming it, you know it's going to be perfect. So here I'm moving to the 400 grit wheel, beginning to perfect that shape and make it nice and even all the way around. There's something really satisfying about cutting ovals. It's just that whole uniform shape is just the way it rolls across the wheels is just, there's something about it. As you can see, the dome is still uneven, so I'm just trimming down the excess edges to make sure that it's the same level and the same height the whole way around. And once I'm happy with that, I need to make sure that the dome then rolls over the whole stone, which is obviously the definition of a cabochon, is just a gemstone that's cut with a dome. Having an uneven dome means it's harder to set and harder to sell. Repeating the same process across the 600 grit wheel. This opal is mesmerizing to look at. It's got a stunning play of colour from all angles and a really nice brightness. It's going to make arguably an epic ring or a very proud pendant. Either way, I can't wait to see what it's set into. It's time to inspect the opal, and me having the dop stick in my mouth like that, I guess makes it the world's most expensive toothpick. A lightning ridge opal as a toothpick would be incredible. Stupidly, and I apologise, I kept the opal out of shot when inspecting it, so here's a slightly different close-up. It's looking great. Once I'm happy with everything, I need to move over to the 3000 grit wheel, just removing all previous scratches left behind by the 1200 grit. And it's time for a cerium oxide polish. This adds the mirror shine and really gives the opal that kick that it deserves. Now take a look at this. An enormous oval cabochon with electric blue-green colour and even oranges at some angles. It really is a bright stone. It's a nice, perfect oval. And I know some people might be thinking, oh, you should have kept it as a freeform, bigger the better. However, there's no denying this is stunning. I'm very happy with how this opal turned out. It's got a nice sea of colours, almost an oceanic look to it. And obviously, how much did we lose? Only 4 carats, so not a huge loss to make a stone more sellable. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'd like to know what you think of the final result and whether I made the right choice or not. But there's no denying this is a beautiful opal, and I hope it finds its home soon. Thank you for watching.